heading south for the winter. You want the warmth, you got to go to the Dakotas. Pretty common, right, in the early part of February? Maybe not, but they've got this big thaw going on across the middle part of the country. Look at this in Minneapolis. Your forecast high temperature tomorrow is 42 degrees, which for a large chunk of the country, you're probably like 42, whatever. In Minneapolis, that's a good-looking Tuesday right there. By Thursday, that high temperature back down below the freezing mark at 30. Sharp gradient, though, across the middle part of the country. Who's still seeing the chill and who's enjoying that thaw? You've got this big snowpack right here, as well as a front. Look at that contrast, though, between these two air masses. It's 62 degrees right now in Pierre, South Dakota, 53 in Sioux Falls. Compare that with just 19 in Minneapolis and 16 degrees right now in Rochester. That's the snow depth. This is what I was talking about. There's a lot of it as you head into the core of that cold in those areas that are seeing temperatures in just the teens. You head to where you're seeing temperatures in the upper 50s and 60s, as you probably imagine. No snow in those areas. That's your temperatures right now. Again, so 23 in Chicago, right at the freezing mark in Des Moines. You've got upper 50s, North Platte and Rapid City. Move through the overnight hours tonight. You do see the temperatures across the plains dropping into the 30s. Much colder where that snowpack is, farther off to the east. 15 degrees, your overnight low temperature in Marquette. You head into the day tomorrow, the afternoon, you start seeing those temperatures well up above average across the middle part of the country. But through the middle part of the week, we've been talking about that clipper system. That's the intrusion of this cold air making its way in from Canada, diving into the Great Lakes region. That's where that clipper system will be bringing more snow the middle part of this work week. But then you head into Thursday, you start talking about more of those high temperatures way above average in the northern plains. So this is Tuesday. Some of your forecast high temperatures, 63 in Wichita, 61 in Kansas City. Wednesday, you're still in the low 60s in Wichita. And look at that on Thursday. Rapid City and North Platte, both with high temperatures in the upper 50s. Bridget?
I'm Amy Freeze. Welcome to Fox Weather's YouTube page. We have more great videos on the way, so make sure to subscribe to stay updated on all things weather.